man, it's so nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, you as well.
Like, Jose, of course, he recommended me to you, and then like when I watched your stuff, I was like, oh shit, she's really good.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
How long have you been doing music?
Well, I mean, I've really been doing music my whole life. I actually started playing drums when I was like 12. So that's where I really started with music. But then actually like writing music and doing rap, started writing when I was 15. And then started really getting serious about it. Let's see, I moved to Austin in 2007. And so I just started putting up my music online. Actually, this was like in the time of MySpace. And so, I started putting my music up online. And then these guys reached out to me on MySpace, and who's now my friend Lex, and we met during South by Southwest, and he's actually the CEO of an indie label called BlaQman Records, which is what I'm on now.
Oh, nice.
And I signed on that on 2009, and been on there ever since.
Wow, 10 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Wow. So, what I was gonna say, when you said you did drumming first?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And what kind of music did you do for drums?
I mean, I learned mostly with kind of like punk rock, and this was kind of around the time where like Limp Bizkit. So like actually one of my favorite drummers is John Otto, who was in Limp Bizkit at the time. So I would play a lot of Limp Bizkit. Travis Barker was one of my favorite drummers, so I'd play a lot of that stuff. But yeah, a lot of that punk kind of Korn, that kind of stuff too. So I used to play a lot of that, but then also. I did marching band in school. I played concert band, so I played like timpanis, and so I've done more than just a drum set.
Oh, that's dope. You'll have to talk to John because he's a drummer too.
Oh,
so,
okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, he did
nice.
marching band and all that.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Have you heard of DCI? The drumming championship.
Okay, yeah. I have heard of that. Yeah.
We go to San Antonio all the time.
Oh, nice.
But we never go because it's the marching band competition, but we don't get tickets for it. We only watch the drum lines rehearse in the parking lot.
Yeah, I mean that's really all you
can see. Yeah.
I mean honestly, I didn't really care too much for marching band. I only did it for 1 year, and it was mostly because, I mean, you see I'm tiny, and even then, like that was in my freshman year, I had to do the freaking bass drum.
Oh wow!
And they were not lightweight drums.
Yeah, I know. I've seen them. They're huge.
Yeah,
Whoa.
so that was really fun to do friggin' parades. With a bass drum.
With sweat dripping down
it was awful, and I hated the freaking uniforms, and just, so yeah, that only lasted a year.
Oh, okay.
With marching band, but everything else I played. I don't play drums as much as I used to when I was a kid, just I don't really have anybody to jam with or anything.
Oh.
Plus, I'm more focused on my rap now anyways.
Oh, cool.
But yeah.
Nice.
Been drumming forever.
Do you usually rap? Do you drum and rap ever?
I've never done that, no.
Oh. Okay.
No.
Have you ever been in a band? No.
No, see, that was never my thing, and that's actually why I switched to rap. Because, like, I love drumming, but I was like, I don't want to be in the back, and I don't want to put up with anybody's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, being solo, you got to put up with bullshit. So then, if I got to sit with a band, it's like deal with their drug addicts and their fucking crappy relationships, and then maybe egos and all that crap. So I decided I want to be a solo artist when I was like 15. And ever since I started writing my own music and rapping and making music and people actually liking it, I was like, I'll just stick to my solo stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe eventually I'll incorporate my drums, maybe with like beat making or something like that. But honestly, that's a big task to get a drum set up to make your own beats. So I haven't got around to that yet, but that's definitely something I want to do.
Yeah. But did you originally produce your own beats when you first started rapping, or who was your...
No. I just kind of like used to look around. This was also in the time when I first started rapping with like LimeWire and stuff. So you could find instrumentals on there. So I first started with that, but now I've branched out, and I actually have like real legitimate producers that I work with. Like one goes by the name of Ancient Awaken, and he critiques and makes beats just for me now, and it's perfect too because he knows exactly like my tempo, what's gonna sound good with me. So I have like special people I go to now, or
nice.
I'm always looking for new producers. So
yeah, cool. So what was your first rap song about?
My first rap song,
because you've been doing it for a while. So
yeah, I'm
just curious. What did you write about? Like, what was your?
Well, I mean, okay, so what really inspired me was Eminem. And so I really, when I first started writing, I really mimicked him a lot. And so, actually, I kind of remember, I wouldn't say it's my first song, but it's a really funny memory, actually. So, I want to say it was my junior year of high school. I'm a real bitch. I'll just put that out there. I'm a fucking bitch. And I like to, especially with men, I really like to pounce on men who are weak.
Nice.
So there was this one dude who I really just thought was a little bitch. And I wrote a rap song about him to a song that D12 did called Quitter. And it's kind of to actually Tupac's Hit 'Em Up as well. And so it's not a nice song. And I put stuff like, I'll kill you, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, I'm not going to really fucking kill you. But he turned it into the principal and to the school. And so I got called into the office. And I'm like, this motherfucker, I'm going to flip the script on him. So I sit down. And the vice principal, she just starts talking like, oh, Katie, you wrote the song about somebody. Why would you do this? And I just turned the waterworks on. I just started crying. I'm like, he called me fat. He was saying this about me. And she felt sorry for me. And she's just all like, well, just don't do this at school. You have talent, but just don't do this at school and don't talk about how you're going to kill somebody. And then so I walk out of her office and I walk to the bathroom and I just start laughing in the bathroom in the mirror and start drying my face up. But there's more to this too. So I get home. And all of a sudden, there's a knock on the door. And my grandma opens the door, and she's like, Katie, there's someone here to see you. And I was like, okay. So I'm walking downstairs. There's a police officer there to see me. And I wish you would have seen the look on this dude's face. He wanted to burst into fucking laughter after he saw me. And he's all like, I don't think you really meant that you were going to kill this guy. And you're actually very talented. I read the lyrics. He's like, you are very talented, but just don't do it at school. So that's one of my first songs I wrote, and I almost got expelled from school.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
It is. I love that story.
Wow, he's a little bitch.
He was a little bitch.
Oh my God.
And I did not let up after that. I'm like, motherfucker. I went and turned the waterworks on. Told him he called me fat. He called me fat. Seriously, he called me fat. Like I gave a shit. 100 pounds.
Oh, man.
But yeah, that was one of the first songs. It's not the first song, but it's one of the first songs, and it's a great memory. So
nice.
So
are most of your songs, would you say, like, you're honing into like anger and?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I'd say most of my songs come from an angry side. Yeah.
Yeah. I do like them, though, because they're very well written, and the one that I said that I liked the video that Jose did.
Conversations with Myself?
Yeah, I really like that one.
Thank you. Yeah.
What was the inspiration for that?
Well, actually, there's another funny story about that song, because when I record my music, Lex, the CEO, he actually lives out in Arizona, so I usually spend about 8 to 12 months writing all my lyrics and getting all the beats ready, and then I spend a weekend just recording all my lyrics. And usually it's about 20 songs, so usually I do about 20 songs in like 2 or 3 days. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and so before I go out there, I'll kind of go back over my songs, just kind of see what I was thinking. And that song was the first song I wrote for the album that it's from, called The Majority Leader of the Insane. And when I went back on it, I was like, this song kind of sucks.
You didn't like it?
I didn't, and I was like, do I even want to like record this song? And I'm not a person who rewrites my music either. Once I'm complete, once I'm done with the lyrics, I'm done with that. I feel like that's what I wanted to write. And so I'm like, I'm not going to rewrite anything to it. I'll record it and see how I feel about it. So I recorded it. I felt good about it. And then when he played it back for me, I loved the song. And it's funny too, because it's one of my fan favorites, I guess you would say. Is most people love the video, and most people actually, when I perform the song, they're like, I really like that song. So it's always funny to me because I really second guessed that song, and I'm glad I decided to go with it.
Yeah, me too. It's very relatable for sure.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. The one that you did recently, the video with Najar again, with the bubble wrap.
Oh yeah, Safe Space.
What was the inspiration on that?
just political correct society we're
Yeah.
in, man. It's just like, it's so annoying that like everybody gets so butthurt over
Yeah.
everything, and it's not even like legitimate shit. You're just
Right.
like, are you really upset about that? And
Yeah.
it's not like a Democrat thing, Republican thing, a white person thing, a black person thing, a poor person thing. It's like every fucking person you meet, you're just like, are you really like upset about this shit? So yeah, no, safe space. I actually like point out some things that like celebrities said, and I even wrote that shit down. I'm like, I'm gonna remember that, LeBron, when you're fucking crying about the word pussy. The pussy. Like, homie, Insane Clown Posse are white dudes. Don't act like using the word posse is fucking racist, dude.
Yeah.
And that's what he did. So it's just like, I went and pointed out a bunch of shit, and then when we did the video, I knew I wanted to do a video for that, and I knew I was like, I gotta get in a bubble wrap suit and just make fun of everybody and everything, and nobody said anything to me about it yet. That's pretty funny.
That's good though.
Yeah. Maybe they're afraid to, but
Yeah,
they
yeah.
should be, because I don't give a fuck.
Right, right. And I like that you are a risk taker. That's something
thank
that we
you.
don't see all the time. Like all the female. That's why I wanted you on here as the first female rapper, because you're just so different. Like, not hating on other styles, but you know, talking about getting money and you know, popping pussy,
Yes.
and like, stuff like that. But I think you're such like a positive influence for other female rappers who
Thank you.
really want a message in their lyrics.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. Especially, and it's not even just like female rappers these
Yeah.
days. It's like male rappers these
Right.
days suck too. You can't
Yeah.
even like understand. Sometimes I'll be listening to the radio. I'm like, is this the same song? Because
Yeah.
you all are auto-tuned out, and it's like, there's a way to use auto-tune that's
Yeah.
correct, but
Yeah.
man, they all sound the same.
Right. And
then,
the same style, like how they
Yes.
say it too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're all talking about money, and it's like, okay, this is your first album. I know you ain't got money. I know you ain't got money on your first fucking album. Maybe if you're Kendrick Lamar, you got money. But if you just came out,
Right.
no, you're got those fucking grills at Claire's.
I love it. So who are your musical influences?
Let's see. I'm originally, I was born in California and grew up in Reno, Nevada. So I'm from the West Coast. So most of my influence definitely started in the West Coast. Dr. Dre is actually, I have Chronic 2001 tattooed on me.
dope.
That's my favorite album of all time, most influential album. So Dr. Dre is definitely an influence. Ice Cube's my favorite rapper of all time. So I love Ice Cube. I love Snoop Dogg. Like I said, Eminem's huge influence. And then when I moved here to Texas, man, I got into the Houston shit. I kind of knew about it, but one of my friends, Quentin, he introduced me to like all the Houston shit. And I love Slim Thug and Bun B and UGK and
Yeah.
and just all that Houston shit's good, and then Jay-Z's good, and so I have a lot of influences from all around, but I'd say I'm heavily influenced by West Coast.
Yeah. What cuz West Coast, like what would you say is the main difference between the two genres, like South and West Coast? I mean, you could hear it, but like I guess I'm curious on what made so different that you were intrigued by the Southern style.
Well, Southern style is actually, in my opinion, very similar to West Coast. It's just they took West Coast and chopped and screwed it.
Yeah.
That's
just
basically
slowed it down.
yeah. And so that's why I think I actually like the Houston sound a lot, because it's very, very similar to the West Coast style and the West Coast vibe and the West Coast feel. Because like East Coast is more about like battle rapping and I mean, not that like Dirty South and West Coast is not about like our lyrics and stuff, but like I feel like the difference between that is just like, you know, New York, they're just about battle rapping and territory and being the best rhymer, whereas, you know, West Coast, I think they kind of like just have more of a feel, I guess you would say.
Yeah. Because when I think of
A
West,
vibe.
yeah, it's very like chill.
Yeah,
and-
exactly.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, that's my best way to describe it.
yeah, that's me too. Because that's the only thing I can think is just like the feel and the vibe of it is just different, and that's what I think about the South music. It's just like they've taken West Coast and made it their own.
Have you played shows in California?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to, but
Yeah.
not yet.
Have you played shows here in Austin? Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
at?
Man, all up and down, like so many places that a lot of them have been closed. But
really?
All up and down Red River, a few places on 6th Street, just
cool.
all around. Kick Butt Coffee is another really cool spot. Yeah, all around. Actually, that's the really cool thing about Austin is like you don't even have to just go downtown. There's spots all over the place.
Right. Now, have you done any like freestyle battles? Is that your thing or not?
No, I am definitely not a freestyle
You're like
artist.
the writer.
Yes,
type.
exactly. I'm a songwriter, and for me, it's like I like to think about what I'm going to say. I'm not a freestyle artist at all.
Yeah, me too. I couldn't think. Like, I'm not a performer. I like to produce things and then release it. I have to perfect the craft. I can't just go on the fly.
Yeah, no, that's how I feel about it too. Is like I know I'm going to say something so much better if I have the time to think about it.
Yeah, nice. I like that. So, are you working on any? Oh, well, you have an album that just came out, right?
Actually, my most recent album came out in December of 2017. But I am working on two albums right now. One is a collab project with my label mate Lex. We're working on an album called Concrete Sessions, where it's going to be kind of like a Method Man, Redman type thing, where it's just the two of us just going back and forth, trading barbs. And then I'm also working on my next solo album.
Oh, dope. Nice. And what's the name of this again? The
label I'm on is BlaQman.
Okay,
BlaQman Records, yep.
Cool. And how many artists are on that right now?
Currently just Lex and I. It's gone through ebbs and flows.
Okay. Do you have like a YouTube or something?
Yes.
I have to subscribe to that.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Thank you for doing that, by the way.
No problem.
So, let's see. You said you're from California, lived in Reno, and then you went to Austin. And what year was that?
I've lived here since 2007.
Oh, okay.
So Austin's my home. I consider Austin my home. I love Austin.
What brought you here?
I mean, well, when I lived in Reno, that was kind of like my grandpa wanted to move there, and he basically moved like the whole family out there. So none of us really liked living out there. And when I say us, I mean my mom and my brother and me. And we just didn't like the snow. It's not like a small town, but it's a small town. I mean, like if you want to go to a concert, you always have to go to Sacramento or somewhere else. Almost nobody ever came to Reno. So like we just didn't like Reno, just didn't like living there anymore. And we wanted to live somewhere where it was warm.
I didn't even know that they got snow over there.
Oh my God, girl. We got more snow in Reno than the freaking Rocky Mountains.
I seriously thought it was desert.
Oh my God. It is desert. It snows in the desert, homegirl. It is insane.
Whoa.
Insane. Yeah, no, it's crazy.
But so...
Especially this year. Apparently they're having a horrible year this year for snow. It snows like crazy there.
Really? Like what's the average highest inches?
That's difficult to tell as well, just because it's up at an elevation as well. So like where I grew up and went to high school, like a snow day, we would have to get like at least a foot to get a snow day off of school. Like that's how regular it snows there.
Oh wow! See, I'm from up north. I'm from Chicago.
Right?
And
Yeah, you mentioned that, so I mean, you got to know about the snow.
Oh, I do. But like ours is like it could reach up to like 6 feet. You know?
Right? Yeah. Same here. I mean, like it gets crazy there. I remember one year we had because we lived in a cul-de-sac, and so they took the snow and it was like piled up like way in front of our house from January, and it didn't melt until June.
Holy
and it
shit.
was like a pile. I can't even. It was freaking feet in the air. It was crazy.
Oh my God.
So yeah, no, it snows like crazy there. And so we were done with the snow, and I'm still done with the snow. I do not miss the snow. As a matter of fact, when it gets like cold here, I'm like, I gotta like move to Florida or Hawaii. Get me out of here. But luckily it's starting to finally warm up a little bit. But even I'm like, man, it's 60s. We get back to like 80s, 90s, 100s.
Right? I'm like such a baby with the cold
here.
Yeah,
same here.
Especially like when it'll be warm one day and then drop to like 50 degrees.
Right.
It feels
like make up your mind.
Yeah.
Just stay hot. This is Texas. Why is it cold? I didn't think it got cold here. That's why we chose Austin.
I know.
I'm glad we chose Austin though, because we were going back and forth between like Austin and Dallas. And Dallas gets like way worse weather than us, so I'm glad we chose Austin. Yeah. It's a little bit colder, and they get more of those like tornado warnings and more hailstorms and shit. So I think we're better. Plus it's crazy traffic up there, and it's. I mean, we got crazy traffic, but it's even worse up there.
Yeah, really?
I think so. I never lived up there, so I can't really like say. But every time I've gone up there, I mean, I've gone up there on like a Saturday afternoon, and the traffic was insane.
Jeez, man, I can't deal with it. That's why I take the bus to work. I have a car, but I work downtown, so it's like, fuck it. Sure, I'll be on the road I'll be in the bus for an hour, but that's how long it would take me anyway.
Right, yeah.
To drive. Plus, parking is a bitch and everything. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't even imagine. I'm glad I don't work downtown.
I know. But so you're in the south part, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever perform like in San Antonio? Or?
I have, yes.
Oh, okay. How's the crowd there compared to here?
There, I think it's just because their music scene's not as like big as ours, so their crowds I wouldn't say are as live. But I mean, I wouldn't have performed out there like 3 or 4 times, so I mean, maybe if I got out there more, it'd be better. But the times I've gone out there, their crowds aren't as live. Yeah. But it just might be because our music scene's better here. True.
Do you think, would you say like Austin crowd is more open-minded? Like, are there certain towns that are like,
absolutely.
Who does this bitch think she is?
Absolutely. No, 100%. Even with shows I go to, like I mentioned, Ice Cube is my favorite rapper. And when I went and saw him for the first time, I saw him when I lived in Reno. He was playing in Lake Tahoe, and that's like 45 minutes outside of Reno. So I went and saw him up there, and I went with my friend Devin, and he was like this 6-foot tall white dude, and you see me, I'm like this little 5'2" white girl. And we were like the only 2 white people in that crowd. But here, when I've seen Ice Cube, it's like a total different vibe. Like, it's everybody. It's like white people, black people, Chinese people. It's every friggin' race and every age and stuff. But like, when I went and saw him on the West Coast, like, we stood out like a sore thumb.
Wow. I'm actually surprised.
Yeah.
But have you ever gotten like backlash on stage before?
No, not yet.
That's
I mean,
good.
I don't expect to not encounter haters. I mean, everybody's gonna encounter a hater, but so far I haven't had anybody like confront me or throw shit at me or really even say anything to my face. I'm sure people have said shit about me behind my back, like, who's this girl think she is? But I mean, I've made a lot of freaking fans. Like, I've had people like walk by the club and they'll hear me and they'll like peek their head in like, what the fuck? And then they'll come on into the club.
Nice.
So I mean, that's usually what happens. I usually get a good reaction.
That's good.
I think it's because, I mean, I'm just like a 5'2" white girl, and then you hear my booming voice, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, you can definitely attract a crowd. I can see that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Have you gotten like, well, I'm sure you don't really pay attention to him either, but like, do people get offended usually by what you have to say?
So far, I wouldn't say anybody has. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, I've seen people's reactions to things I say, but I wouldn't say anybody's had like a negative reaction. But I could be wrong. I'm sure somebody's had a negative reaction to me.
But that's good, because then it weeds out, you know, like who really are supporters and fans of your work. They're the only ones that would have the balls to respond to you.
Yeah, exactly. I think most people, because I've had, like, there's this one guy who does repairs on my car, and he's like he's older. I'd say he's like in his late 40s, and he's just like a regular white dude, and you wouldn't expect him to like really get rap music. But my license plate on my car says my last name Tropp, so some people will ask, or they'll just go look me up, and I guess he went and looked me up. And my mom takes her car to the same place too, and I guess he looked me up, and he told her, he was all like, man, so I checked out Katie's music this weekend, and he's all like, I get it. I get it, man. Like, he's like, she's like a female Eminem, and I totally like get it. And so like when I hear a reaction like that, like that's the best reaction in my opinion, that you get it. You don't have to like it. It doesn't have to be your favorite music, but if you just tell me that you get it, like, that's fucking dope. So usually I get reactions like that, even from people who I wouldn't even think would even give hip hop a chance. Yeah. But when they do, I usually get a pretty good reaction.
Good. Yeah. I mean, like, who would have anything to argue with what you have to say.
I don't know. I'm sure somebody does.
Well, I mean, especially when it's coming from like the heart, and you know, it is self-expression. So.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. No, and that's the thing about art. It's just like, if you don't like it, then you don't gotta like it.
Right.
So
just look away.
Right. Exactly. Go deaf. Yeah. If you don't want to hear me.
How does your parents think of your music?
My mom loves my music. Actually, she's a big fan. She usually watches my music videos. She's come out to my shows.
Aww.
Actually, it's really funny when she does come out to my shows. If they don't know her, they'll like see me on stage, like, oh my god, she's like swearing and stuff, and they think like, where do you think I learned these words from? My mother, of course, and that's exactly what she'll tell them, because like people have asked her like, don't you think that's weird? She's like swearing in front of you. She's like, fuck no. She learned these words from me. Nah. So my mom's totally cool with it. I mean, I didn't grow up with a father, so I mean, who knows how he felt about it.
Oh, well, he doesn't.
Yeah.
But that's cool that your mom's like super supportive.
Oh, yeah.
My mom doesn't even know what I do, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
So I always admire like artists, and I'm like, oh, you have parents that say they're proud of you.
Yeah. No, my mom, she doesn't like, she doesn't understand like when I go like record, she doesn't know what I'm like doing or anything. She doesn't know that, but like she's intrigued by what I do. She always, like I said, she always watches my videos. She's come out to the shows. She listens to my music. She sings along to the songs. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, how many albums do you have out?
I have total 5.
Okay.
And then I'm featured on like, we've done compilation albums that we've released on BlaQman Records, so I'm featured on those. I'm featured on a couple solo albums for my label mate Lex. Excuse me. So I've been featured with a bunch of other people too. So yeah, I'm always writing.
Nice.
I pretty much have been writing since I was 15. I've never stopped.
Yeah. Would you say that each album was regarding a stage in your life? Like there's some type of event?
Definitely. Well, maybe not like an event, but just like definitely what's going on.
Yeah.
Because I usually do write about like, not just like me, but like my perspective on life. So, you know, I'll write about certain things, maybe current events, or bring up current events. And so, or just, you know, like I said, Safe Space, that was written just because we're in such a politically correct society. I felt it was the perfect time to write a song like that. But, so yeah, no, they definitely come from where I'm at.
Yeah.
In that point in time.
Would you say that they're like, are there ones that are more happier than the other ones? Like,
I think they all got pretty much the same crazy, angry vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are there any, I know you said that you don't rewrite things, but because you write so many songs, are there any that made it on the album that are like, man, I don't know if I could list, like, are there any that really are so, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? So personal to you and like kind of hurt?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like, I like my music. I actually do listen to my music.
Yeah.
So, and sometimes when I hear stuff from my first album, I'll be like, wow, I could have done better, or where was I at with that rhyme? Where the fuck did I come up with that rhyme sometimes? So I wouldn't say they make me feel like worse or take me back to anything, because I'm kind of like a mover-oner. I don't really like dwell on things, so I guess no.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess I'm just curious because I think of songwriting as like a diary. Yeah, no, it definitely. I mean, I definitely reflect on some of the songs, but like, I guess I just might not feel the same way I did when I wrote that song, but it doesn't like make me go, oh man. Yeah. Are you working on any visuals right now?
Actually, yes. Jose and I, he just finished up our next music video called Voices in My Head. I'm going to release that in 2 weeks. So April 13th? 12th or 13th. I can't remember which one's the Friday or so, but
oh, cool.
But that'll be released in 2 weeks, and then actually we're going to start brainstorming for our next one probably this coming week.
Wow, you're always working.
Yes. Oh, yeah. No, I'm usually, as soon as we're done with one, I'm on to the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many have you? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I love working with Jose too, because we're on the same vibe. It's like I don't have to worry about like, is he still gonna be wanting to direct? Is he at a place in his life where he doesn't want to direct? No, it's like, okay, Jose, here's the next song. Here's kind of what I'm feeling. Let's set up the meeting, and then boom.
Yeah.
So that's what I really do like working with him. I mean, not that I don't want to branch out with other people, but like we got such a good vibe. I mean, we don't even have to like write down our ideas. We pretty much just freestyle our ideas for the most part, especially like at this point.
Oh,
like when we first started working with each other, we were all about like writing down stuff. And don't get me wrong, we do write down stuff, and we have to write down stuff or else we'll forget it. But like this last video that we filmed, we just like walked through the set. We filmed at a ghost town here called J. Lorraine, and we just kind of played the song and just kind of walked around the area, and we're like, okay, this would be a cool spot to do something here. This would be a cool spot to do something here, and we'll get ideas, but then like most of what we do is pretty much like freestyle. Like there are things in there that we're like, we didn't even mean to do, that happened.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's really impressive.
Yeah.
Because it looks like it's all storyboarded.
Oh, no. There's one where like we had to come up with in like an hour, and just because of some things that happened, we were supposed to do another video, and we ended up having to switch to doing something else at the last minute. And so, yeah, no, we had to create one video in like the idea just like in an hour, and we created the idea, and it's for a video called Ride or Die Not I, and it turned out to be like a great visual, and we're very proud of it, because we're both just like, we just really like, I remember the meeting and we just kind of like stared at each other and like, what are we gonna do? And then we kind of just threw ideas at each other, and it ended up being like a great video.
Is that the one with the fire spinner?
Yes.
Okay, because I was the one that hooked him up with Shameless.
Okay, well, thank you for hooking us up with Shameless, because I mean, he definitely added like this great effect to it as well. But like, yeah, no, we needed something in that video, and
oh man,
yeah,
you could have fooled me, because
good. No, man, like we talk about it all the time, where we're just like, I can't believe like we were able to, because it worked out perfect too. Like the weather was great, we got great scenery, but yeah, no, that's basically all freestyle right there.
Wow. Yeah, it turned out really good.
Thank you.
Were you guys hanging out like while he was doing the spinning, or was it shot on a separate day?
That was shot on a separate day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we shot that like a week later out at a warehouse.
Okay, cool. Wow. And so where's the next one going to be at?
Probably a place where we filmed about like 3 or 4 of our videos, called the Texas Music Ranch.
Oh, I've heard of that place.
Yeah, it's 100 acres, so that's why we've been able to film so many videos out there, because there's so much room to work with, so it doesn't look like we're constantly filming at the same place. But yeah, we're probably going to film back out there for the next one.
You don't have to pay, do you?
No, and that's the great thing is a guy named Gino Cavazos, he's the guy who owns the place, and he is amazing to all artists. He's about all genres, and I mean, whenever we want to go out there, he just lets us use the place. He's very helpful to us, and we're very thankful for him, because I mean, the place is huge, and it's just insane. He's got like a bunch of stages all over the place, and he's got like cars that one time we smashed up a bunch of cars with sledgehammers, because
that's where you shot it?
Yeah. Oh, wow. And then another time we needed to blow something up, so we blew something up out there, and like, so yeah, no, it's great that we have that place to go. And this next video we want to do what is known as a one take, where you just go the whole way through, and we're thinking it's like, this place is so big that we'll be able to hopefully get that done. But it's something that Jose and I have wanted to do for a while, is do a one-take video. So we're giving it a go this time around. We'll see how it goes.
You'll probably have to do like 10 takes to get the one take.
Right, exactly. But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. I was wondering where you guys have been shooting, that you could, I thought it was just like some junkyard or whatever.
No, it looks like it, but no, I mean, and he's got a bunch of places like that. Like he's got like where we were filming that video was just like in one section, and then we filmed another one on another section, and we filmed on his stages. So yeah, it's a great place to be. He's let us Man, we had him put a piano in front of this crazy building he's got, and the piano was heavy as fuck. Now, I didn't have to touch it. I just stood there and let the dudes push that shit out, but I could tell that shit was heavy. But I mean, we put pianos out in the wilderness and filming containers.
Wow.
So it's a great place.
Is it like way out east or something?
No, actually it's right out it's off of 130 out there. It's actually really right on the outskirts of downtown. But
really?
It's not it's kind of in town, but like on the outskirts of outside of Austin, but he's got 100 acres and
shit.
He's just been building stuff up, adding stages, and
wow.
Hopefully he's going to do something good out there.
I have to check it out.
Yeah.
Or maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll one day need a shoot location or something.
Yeah, no, I've actually done a photo shoot out there too. So
okay.
Yeah.
Does he usually need like X amount advance notice? Like
no, not really.
Okay.
Huh. I could get you guys some info because he's always interested in meeting new people too.
Oh, cool.
To expand because he could always use photographers. I heard in your interview with Jose that you're a photographer, so he could always use them.
Nice. And if you ever need pictures, I would be happy to.
Great.
I'm actually trying to open up my clientele now to not just models. Like I really want to promote other artists and I'm starting to do more like graphic design type stuff. So
dope.
I'm like, I want to do album covers or flyers or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Exactly. So. No, that's dope.
Thanks.
I'll keep that in mind though, because you can always use photographers.
Yeah, for sure. What was I gonna say? So as far as like working with other people, have you ever done any music with female rappers or just?
No, I haven't worked with any female rappers yet.
Yeah.
I mean, not that like I'm opposed to it or anything. It's just like when I work with people, it's like it's just whoever I meet, and some people want to work with me. Some people may not be as serious, because that's another thing too. Is like sometimes when people reach out to you, they're not as serious or on your same level. And I mean, I'm not saying like I'm better than anybody when I say you're not on my level, but it's like some people, they just don't see all that goes on with making music. They think it's just making music.
Right.
And so some people, they don't take it as serious. And if you don't take it as serious, then I can't work with you. But
right. Like probably just they want the image of a rapper, but not the work that goes into it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
so
man.
I'm always down to work with people though.
Yeah.
But if we're at the same level, then let's get in work.
Because I think, the songs I've listened to, or at least for those visuals, there was really no other rappers on those tracks.
Yeah, just the most recent one I released back in February, that featured a rapper out of San Antonio named Craze, and he's actually who I met Jose through, because Jose filmed a video for Craze that I'm featured on called In a Coffin, and so that's how I met Jose. But yeah, those are the only videos I've done features with. I've done features with people on my albums, but it's just sometimes you just can't get people to come out and do videos, or they live somewhere else too.
Right. Yeah. Plus, you write so many songs anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, well, I guess like working with other artists is, well, I guess more in the big music industry is to try to like, what's the word, like broaden the audience, if you will.
Yeah, exactly. And usually it's with like people on your same label. Like you'll notice when they do collab with it, it's always on their same label, or they got the same manager, or it's usually some chain of command to help boost someone's image usually. Right.
Are you trying to get more to join BlaQman?
Oh yeah, always. It's just like I said, there's so many people who just don't take it seriously.
Yeah. Have you like had bad experiences?
Oh my God, I can't even count how many freaking bad experiences.
I guess that turns you off not to like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I'm a person who's like, fuck you. Like, and when I'm done with you, I'm done with you. I'm not a big like I've given second chances, but usually those second chances turn out to be a waste of time anyway. So when it comes to music, I do not like to waste my time. Yeah. And so if you've wasted my time before, then I usually don't come back around. I'm not gonna go like diss you or go talk shit about you or anything, but yeah. Believe me, I've met some idiots in this game. We'll just say that much. Man. Yes. Most people got that pixie dust and they think, yay, me want to be a rapper, but they don't want to put in the work. And
right.
It's annoying, but I mean that's life though too. I mean, every job you work at, you usually run into people who don't really give a shit.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, you as a solo artist, though, like, what are your goals, or where do you see yourself in 5 years with music? Like, what are your big goals? I'm just curious.
I mean, like, obviously, I really would love to be on tour. That's
nice.
That's like my ultimate goal, is to get on tour. But so definitely would like to do that. Actually, one thing that's like just gonna start happening, it hasn't happened yet, but it's something that we've been discussing, is that I'm eventually going to become a partner with BlaQman Records. So I'm actually going to like own a part of the company. So that's definitely one thing that I'm doing. But I know I'm always going to be writing, always going to be planning the next album once I'm done with an album. Like once I'm done recording the album, I usually start thinking about my next one. So it's not like something that I'm going to stop doing. Yeah. But definitely touring is like one thing I definitely want to do.
Like worldwide?
Yeah, but it takes a lot of money to tour, so.
Yeah. Who are your ideal, not even just local, but like even famous artists? If you could see yourself touring with anyone, who would it be? Like, who would be like the best?
I think Snoop Dogg would be a good artist to tour with. I think a lot of his fans would dig my music.
I can see that.
And we're both stoners, so yeah. I mean, that would be cool. But I think Snoop Dogg would be a good artist to open up for.
I can see that. I could see if you caught his attention, I could see him like totally showing you some love.
Hopefully. That would be dope. But I mean, like, even like just like getting out there on a tour by myself, like not even like opening up for somebody, just getting out there would be like ideal for me, just because that's the only way you can really build an audience.
Have you thought about just doing something short in Texas? Like,
yeah, like it takes a lot of money and takes a lot of planning, and like I said, it's just a lot. Right. But it's definitely something I'm looking into and working towards.
Yeah. You could do it, for sure.
I hope so.
Have you gone back to California or Reno to perform or anything, or no?
I haven't been back to Reno since I left there, so no.
Oh, really? Oh,
no.
Okay. No. No plans on it?
No. I mean, not that I'm opposed to not performing there. I definitely would be down to perform there. But
this is where you developed as an artist?
Yes, definitely.
I could see that. Cool. Just take the time. Okay, so 42 minutes.
Cool.
Nice. Let's see. Sorry if I feel like I'm like trying to think of questions because it's like I just met you too.
No, exactly. No, I get it. I said, that's why I watched your interview with Jose, because I kind of wanted to get a feel of how you were going to do, because I was like, that's going to suck if we have like time where we're not like talking. But I saw that you like edited stuff out, so I'm like, okay, that's cool.
We usually don't edit anything.
Oh, okay.
The only time that we've edited stuff was when I was a lot.
Yeah.
And it was so annoying. And my poor boyfriend, he had to like, mute that shit.
I feel that. Yeah. No,
yeah.
When you repeat like that, it's really annoying, especially when you start to notice it. Then you're like, fuck, we gotta change that shit, yo.
Could you see yourself being on the radio? Like, would you ever do you do are your songs clean? Like, do you do any? Okay.
No,
that's why I was just curious.
I purposely do that too. I hate censorship.
Yeah.
So I like getting on terrestrial radio is pretty much impossible these days unless you're on one of the major labels, because terrestrial radio is now owned by the 3 major labels. So that's why you only hear the same songs on repeat over and over again, because those are their artists, and of course they're going to promote their artists because they want to make money. Excuse me.
Right.
But so I don't really expect to ever get on radio, except for like, like local radio. You can get on that. Satellite radio, you can get on that, but that you don't need to be censored to get on satellite radio.
Right. Plus, I mean, no one really listens to the radio anymore.
Right,
too.
Exactly.
So, but you're like on Spotify.
Yeah, I'm on all the digital platforms.
Nice, and YouTube and all that. Cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely big on my YouTube, because that's the number one way people are going to listen to your music. And so I've actually noticed a correlation, because I kind of have like a setup like you got here in my garage, where I'll put together like little performance videos of just random singles.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, and I do that just to get a little bit of promotion, and usually I notice every time I release one that there's a correlation on Spotify, like the listens
Really?
on that specific track will go up. So yeah, no, YouTube is probably like my main platform that I use, and that's actually why I do so many videos now too, just because I mean I get a lot of compliments on my videos. So, and it's just a good tool to use to sell your music.
Right. No, I highly agree. Even like signed artists that are going independent now because they don't want to fuck with the label's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, YouTube has helped launch their career.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't know if you're familiar with Snow the Product.
Yeah.
But I like her. And she's independent, or she just went independent, and she's now more of a YouTuber too, so she does like, you know, fun, your typical YouTube stuff.
Right, yeah.
Like, you don't do any of that stuff. You only put your visuals on there,
Pretty
right?
much, yeah.
Okay, cool. Nice. Well, I could definitely see you as long as you keep working with Jose and doing cool stuff, and who knows what buttons you're gonna push next as far as
yeah, exactly.
Is that what you usually try to do? Like,
yes. Oh, all the time. Like, I totally write songs to offend people. Like, if I say something fucked up, don't think like, oh, did she not mean? Yes, I meant to do that shit. I meant to say that shit. I own that shit. I do not apologize for that shit. No, I mean to offend. I hope to offend. But like I said, nobody said shit to my face, but
yeah,
I'm sure there's somebody out there who I've offended.
But you're scary.
I am. It's great. It's freaking great to have like big ass dudes like scared of you, and you're like tiny like me. It's great.
That's so funny. Has anyone ever tried to like step up to you? Or I mean, I know with your music they don't say anything, but like, have you ever gotten any fights before?
Not since like elementary school.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, no, getting in fights is not good.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't want to go to jail. Don't want to get mug shots. Don't want to go to anger management classes. Don't want to go to court. Don't want to pay fines.
Right.
All that shit sucks.
Yeah, I might as well
just to like punch somebody in the face. And what did you get out of that?
Exactly.
Like really in the end, I mean, yeah, you might get, I punched somebody in the face tonight, but like,
it just
you really don't get anything out of it.
Right. Channel it through your music.
Yes, exactly. No,
through your punches, through words.
Right, exactly.
Nice. What are your usual writing struggles like?
Well, I mean, usually if I get like writer's block, I don't usually trip on it because I just kind of feel like that's a normal process. So what I'll do is just kind of put it to the side and then maybe pick it up the next day, or hell, even the next hour. Sometimes like just watching TV might like jog my memory, and I'll be like, oh shit, that'll complete that rhyme, and then just all of a sudden the song's complete.
Yeah.
So
nice. I actually, well, jokingly, when I was more active on Facebook, because I'm not anymore, I'm more on Instagram just because, I don't know, I'd rather look at pictures than reading articles that, you know, bullshit.
Right, yeah.
But, like, I had this, like, spoof alter ego fatal script, and I would write rhymes, and, like, I mean, I used to write back in the day when I was, like, emo, but writing music, I never realized how much you have to consider when, you know, not just the rhythm, but like the cadence.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like, do you usually write like a list of words that all rhyme and then keep them to the side? That's what I found works.
No, I pretty much usually I always got to write to the beat. I don't usually like, I know some people will like write their lyrics out without music. I'm the type of person where like the beat dictates what I'm going to say.
Gotcha.
Like sometimes I'll just like listen to the beat and I'll hear something in it and I'll be like, oh, that's a good idea. And I usually have what I call jump off points that are written down in my in an app in my cell phone, and it might just like have one like line, or it might have like 4 lines, or it might be just like a song idea or like a song title, and sometimes I'll like reference those, like, oh, this would actually fit with that beat. So usually for me, the beat dictates what I'm gonna say and what the topic's gonna be. And then when I just write, I just write. I don't usually like write down a bunch of different rhymes or anything.
Yeah.
It just, and don't get me wrong, I will look up rhymes. I'll be like rhymes with something,
right,
you know, on Google or whatever. But usually I just go.
Okay, that makes sense. Have you ever, because you write so much, have you ever like second guessed like, have I wrote this line before?
Yeah, oh yeah, all the time, all the freaking time. And I've just learned to not give a fuck.
Really?
Because I mean, like, are people really gonna be like paying that much attention?
Right.
And if they are, well, then I guess they're a really big fan. So that's cool. But yes, I have that thought all the time when I'm writing. I was writing the other night, and I was like, did I say that?
Yeah.
I feel like I wrote that on the last song I wrote, but maybe, but then also it might be just because I was thinking of that, or like I said, I have those jump off points, so I might have just like looked at that and just thought I wrote it in another song, but no, that happens all the time. I'm like, oh my God, did I just repeat myself?
And then when I was also, you know, writing, I would read it and I'm like, wait, this sounds like something else. Like, I hope I didn't subconsciously write a similar lyric to a song that's out there.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Because, I mean, well, luckily no one hears my shit. But are you ever, not afraid, but, like, what's the one thing that, like, man, if there's anything that I want my fans or people to think, like, or compare me to, if you will, like, what would be the most, like, insulting? Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, don't... Like, being compared sucks, period.
Right, yeah.
But
no, definitely,
Yeah, to stand out as a unique artist and, like, what's one thing that you don't want... Or that you, how am I... You know what I mean?
Well, I definitely would not want to sound like today's hip-hop.
Okay, that's a good answer. That's a good answer.
Want to sound like most of today's hip-hop. I don't want to say all of it, but most of today's hip-hop. I definitely would not want to be lumped in with them.
Right.
And I would not want to sound like them.
Yeah.
And... yeah, I definitely would not want to be lumped in with that kind of hip hop. I would be upset if I were MGK and Eminem was calling me a mumble rapper. And I would be upset if I were in that position.
Right. That's a good answer. Yeah, because now it's like, it's the same shit.
Right, yeah, over and over again.
It really is. Like,
and you're like, is there anybody with talent?
Yeah.
Can you all, like, sound different just a little bit?
Who do you like seeing in concerts when you...
Oh, my God, I
mean, Snoop Dogg, but...
I love to go to concerts. I go to concerts all the freaking time,
Yeah, I could see you raging.
Like, no, really? Actually, it's so funny that you just said that, because, no, I'm, like, a total pop music fan.
What?
I love Britney Spears. Love Britney Spears. This right here, this tattoo right here, Lucky, that's my tattoo.
Dude,
for Britney Spears, man.
I just posted that song yesterday.
Oh,
yo, okay.
That is awesome. It's like you knew I was coming to visit because I love Britney Spears. I've seen her 13 freaking times. That's how much I love Britney Spears. I went to her Vegas show 8 times. 8 times.
I'm like so mind blown right now.
Like, it usually does. It's great too. Then that means you probably have not seen one of my videos with Jose called Crazy Bitch, because I go on adventures in an O.J. Simpson jersey with a Britney Spears cardboard cutout.
Whoa! And do people think you're just joking too?
Yes.
You're like, no, I really do like her.
Yes. Oh yeah, all the time. It trips people out so much. I do. And now I like just accentuate it because people will be like, what? Really? It even pisses some people off. I'm like, why do you care what kind of music I like?
Right.
But yeah, no, it's fun. Actually, I've written a song about her. I told you my friend Ancient Awaken, he makes beats specifically for me. Well, one time he made me a beat with Britney Spears samples on it, and I flipped my shit.
Which songs? I just have to know.
With Toxic.
That's my favorite Britney Spears song.
And he used a sample from that, and so when he sent me the song, it's kind of like a love song. And so I was like, how am I going to tackle this? Because I've never written a love song before. And I was like, I'm going to write the song about Britney Spears. So it's about Britney Spears too. Now, obviously, I had to do it a free download because I do not have the permission to use Britney Spears. But that's how obsessed with Britney Spears I am, that even my producer will make me beats with Britney on them.
Why her though?
I don't know. I love Britney though.
Like since high school?
Yes, like ever. I would tell you the only time I did not like Britney Spears was like the first month she came out.
Me too.
Because that was like the TRL time, you know. So it was like all Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, and I was all about Backstreet Boys and NSYNC too. And when she came on the scene, I was like, who is this bitch. And then, who does she think she is? And then all of a sudden I'm hearing the song more and more and more. And yeah, now I've been obsessed ever since.
That's so funny.
Yeah, now I'm so obsessed with her that like my brother and I have like the same musical taste, and so I go to see concerts with him and my mom a lot too. And my brother and I really wanted to go see Taylor Swift because we love Taylor Swift, but we have never seen her live. And so we're like, yeah, we're gonna go see Taylor. We're gonna go see Taylor. Just as we were going to go buy the tickets, Britney Spears announced she was going to come to town here. And we're like, sorry, Tay. We're going to see Britney.
This is like such a stark contrast because, you know, I see you, man, fuck this and whatever. But then, like, Britney, bitch.
I know, exactly. No, that's what the thing is, man. I tell people that all the time because pop music is a huge influence on my writing, too. Like, people compliment me on my hooks all the time. And I'm like, that's my pop music background. Like, that's Backstreet Boys. That's Britney Spears, yo. That's Madonna right there.
Wow. You're a Madonna fan, too?
Oh, I love Madonna. I've seen her 8 times. Yeah, I've seen Madonna 8 times. I love Madonna. Yeah, she's amazing live. She's my favorite to see live. Like, I love Britney Spears over everybody, but man, Madonna, if you ever get a chance to see Madonna live, you got to go see that bitch live because she is a killer. She does not let up. She is, I love Madonna. Love Madonna.
How much but tickets are expensive.
Yeah, tickets are expensive.
That's usually what deters me.
No, I feel you. I feel you. It's worth it to me, though. I usually.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah. So I'm a huge pop music fan.
Wow. But do you like the boy bands too? Like
I went and saw Backstreet Boys when they came to town here.
You're tripping me out right now.
No, girl. When I saw the Backstreet Boys, I did not think this was going to happen, but like I lost myself at this show. All of a sudden, like I have not seen their music videos in like years. All of a sudden, I'm like, I'll be the one. And I'm like dancing the choreography. I'm like, oh my God, how do I still know this? And I didn't give a crap who was around me. I'm like dancing with everybody and like, oh no, man. I am an insane pop music fan. Insane pop music fan.
Do you do karaoke?
No, see, I don't like karaoke.
Okay.
And I think it's because I write music, so I've never been like big into karaoke.
But not even singing to Britney?
No, not even singing to Britney, no. I don't know why. I feel like it's because I write music. I just have always been like anti-karaoke. Not like nobody could do it, but I've just been like, I don't want to sing somebody else's songs.
Right.
Plus, I don't have a good singing voice. That's one of the reasons why I am a rapper.
Have you ever thought about like using auto-tune just for
I have used it in a couple of hooks.
Yeah.
Just because sometimes I'll try to harmonize, or I can stay in like a very low range, but I can't sing.
Wow, sorry, I'm still tripping out right now.
I know, no, most people do. I'm a pop music fiend, and most people are like, what? You like write music about like killing people and like how you want Casey Anthony to babysit your kids or some shit like that, like. You like Britney Spears? Like, always trips people out, and I love it. And you should see what a freaking... I mean, she's the background on my phone, too, from one of the shows.
Oh, my goodness. See, I didn't like her until she shaved her head and hit the van with an umbrella.
Oh, my God. I mentioned that in the song that I wrote about her. I say, watch out with that umbrella. Yes. Oh, that's so funny.
That's when I gained the most respect for her, because, you know, at first... well. Her impression on me in high school, you know, I'm just like, what? She's just sexified, like, completely.
Right.
And I didn't...
And she was a virgin.
Yeah.
Don't try and sell us on that shit, yo.
And that whole, like, are those implants or not?
Right, yeah.
Which, today, I don't think they were.
Yeah, I think most of that was just, like, crap that her label...
Yeah.
That's just kind of how it was.
Yeah. It is kind of sad. I mean, I'm not shaming or anything that she has been doing some type of cosmetic
with her
stuff.
face, yeah.
I'm like, girl, you looked so pretty.
No, there was I want to say like 2 years ago, I remember I noticed like a stark difference in her face. I'm like, girl, why? You looked so much better before you did that. Don't do that shit. Right. You look good.
I know. And she's like our age.
Right.
It's not like you need it. Now, Madonna, I can understand. I'm not hating her.
No, I think she's gone a little too far with her facial shit.
Yeah.
She's looking Kind of weird. Crypt Keeper-ish.
Yeah.
She still puts on a good show, though.
Yeah. Would you ever sample? I know that you've done the samples, but have you ever done with Madonna?
No. Maybe Ancient can do that.
Yeah.
Madonna. Maybe we could do a Madonna song next.
But
homie.
like 80s.
Yeah, we could do that.
Not so. I mean,
I like all her stuff.
Yeah.
Honestly, I like all her stuff. I could ride with all of it.
because like True Blue, that age when she first came out, like Material Girl, is my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny that you bring that up because at her last show she did True Blue, and that's like that was such a random song that she threw out there.
Where did you see her?
The last time I saw her, it was in San Antonio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. But then you saw Britney Spears in Vegas 8 times?
Yeah, I saw her in Vegas 8 times. I saw her here, and then all the other times I saw her, I've seen. Actually, and I saw her a couple times in Houston, and then Sacramento and Oakland.
Man, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What about, so you like Taylor Swift? What's today's pop stars that you like? Are there any?
That's a good question, because like today's music is really difficult for me to get into, man.
I know.
Like even the pop music, like I really want to like Ariana Grande, but for some reason her music just doesn't do it for me. And I tried. Every album she releases, I'm like, maybe I'll like this one, because I want to like the bitch, because she works with those same songwriters, and that's the kind of wheelhouse I like. But every time I listen to her albums, I'm like, what is it I don't like about you? But there's something I just don't care for.
Right. There's something just really not relatable to her.
Right. Yes, exactly.
I think maybe because she started so young,
maybe
in the spotlight with Mickey Mouse. Well, but so with Britney though. But Britney was crazy, and that's why I liked her.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Ariana is so sweet.
Right.
Like there's gotta be something.
To me, it's like it's fake
yes.
sweet.
Yes.
Like that voice of hers is totally fake.
Yeah.
Like, girl, you don't talk like that. We know why you're doing it, but I'm like, you do not talk like that.
Would you say there are some there's a little bit of an alter ego in your rap artistry?
No, I like one of the reasons why I go by my name is because I'm not really like trying to hide anything. I'm pretty much just trying to throw myself out there.
Yeah.
So no, I wouldn't say there's an alter ego to me. Now, people say I'm nicer than what I present myself to be. So I guess kind of in that way, but no, it's definitely not an alter ego that's out there. It's all me.
Yeah. I like that. It's very brave of you to use your real first and last name.
Yeah.
Do people like from high school have like, because you started here, right?
Well, actually, I did make music when I was in high school. I actually grew up with a kid whose parents were really into music, so he had like a whole little recording set up. And so my first demo I did was like when I was 17, 18, I think it was my senior year of high school, and so I did like 4 songs with him, and used to just do little recordings with him here and there. So and yes, I do have some friends back in Reno who do keep up with what I'm doing.
Yeah, because I was gonna say at least you're easily searchable.
Oh,
what about the kid that fucking ratted on you?
I hope he can see shit what's going on. He probably actually he would probably think it's cool now. That bitch wrote a song about me.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You're gonna be famous, and then he's gonna try to sue you for some crime or defamation, or I don't know.
Exactly. I tried to get her expelled from school, and she cried and got away with it. Yep, bitch. That's what happens when you're a girl. Sometimes you can just turn those dumbass waterworks on and boom, it works.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Oh, good. Wow. See, an hour and 4 minutes. That went by pretty fast. What are you doing after this? Are you gonna drive straight?
Yeah.
Down there. Okay. Or south. How far south are you?
I live out in Driftwood.
What?
What?
Oh my god. For some reason, when people say south, I think maybe just south of.
Yeah, and the south has turned into like freaking San Marcos, basically, at this point.
Oh my gosh, Driftwood. I've only been there once, and there's like nothing there.
Oh, not anymore.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's like built up.
Do they have like a little mini downtown, or not downtown? But
No, I think they do. I don't.
okay, because I've only been there for like a Christmas party, and it was for this really rich dude. So like I only saw like hill country, big houses and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know what Driftwood's like. Like, do you find other rappers around there?
No.
You must stick out like a sore thumb.
Well, I mean, it's like Austin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm like on the outskirts.
Oh, okay.
I'm basically like, here's Travis County, and then like, I'm like a hop over the county line. So I'm not like, we're cowboys and Indians, and we're shooting at each other. Pew, pew. On whales. Yeehaw! Like, nah, girl.
Oh, man. Okay, good. So you actually have houses around.
Yeah,
you. Okay.
yes. I'm not in the friggin' outhouse.
It must be fun to go shooting out there, though. Do you shoot?
Oh, you could shoot all out here.
That's true.
That Texas Music Ranch, man, is like in Austin, and I don't know if you can shoot out there, but we shoot out there.
Uh-oh, should we have said
The Chino's cool with it, right, G?
Okay, cool. Because I was going to say.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay.
This is Texas.
I've shot guns before, but in West Virginia, which is equally country. So.
Okay. I've never been to West Virginia, so I can't say anything about it.
I only went there for whitewater rafting.
Cool.
And so, yeah, there's nothing out there. Not to like derail from our conversation, but
hey.
But anyway, so what can we look forward to coming up next? So you have your visual coming out the 13th, 20th?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Okay. And then you have, well, you just put out an album December 17th. And then when's your next one?
Let's see, the next one probably won't be till, I want to say, like maybe, I'd say September at the earliest, because we haven't even recorded anything yet.
Okay.
We're still in the writing phase of actually both the collab album and my next solo album. So probably, I'd say definitely by the end of the year, I'll definitely have some new music. But always going to be doing the visuals. I know what my next two are going to be, so I definitely am keeping up with that. Shows.
Yeah, when's your next show?
I don't have anything planned yet, but I mean,
kind of just focusing on writing right now. Nice. Cool. Well, I'm excited. What do you think the title of the... Do you have that lined up? For
oh, yeah. My next album is going to be called Prophet's Path to Nowhere.
Ooh. I like that.
Thanks.
What are your other albums called?
Let's see. My first album is called Crazy Cracker. My second album is called Black on the Inside. My third, it's not technically an album, it's an EP. That's called Trippin' on My Shadow. My fourth album is called The Majority Leader of the Insane. And my fifth album, most recent album, is called I Don't Want to Go to Heaven.
Okay. Nice. Awesome. I like those titles.
Thank you. And I try to do something different. I don't like to...
Yeah.
I always try to catch eyes with my titles.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a good writer.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
It was really a pleasure meeting you, and like I'm still in shock that you're a
that I love Britney Spears and that she's tattooed on my body.
Do you have any other tattoo plans coming up?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Are they all music? Oh, Prince. Nice.
Yeah, I got Prince Purple Rain right there. Yeah, no,
wow.
I definitely am trying to fill this arm out. I'm actually gonna add, the next thing I'm gonna add is Crazy Cracker up and below.
Nice.
This here. That's next.
I like the microphone.
Thank you. Yeah. I think I'm gonna touch that up though, because I've had that for like 15 years now. So
really?
Like, the sun's kind of, like if you look really close, you can tell it's kind of faded a little bit. So if I'm gonna add something to it, I kind of feel like I might as well just have it touched up a little bit.
Nice. I like it. Well, once again, thank you so much, and please check out her music on all the platforms, especially the YouTube, because your visuals are on point.
Thank you.
You definitely stand out as an artist in Austin that I've seen. So
thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
I usually have alcohol, and my ritual is to clink clink, but we have bottled water. So I don't know. We'll sword fight. You can reach us at fatalpodcastatx@gmail.com or Instagram @fatalappeal.